Please stand for the pledge to the flag. Attention, salute, pledge.
Welcome back, Right Families. Today is the Friday the 10th, and my name is Avery Hayner, and I'm here with
Izzy Collins.
And we have a couple birthdays. We have Christopher Wilson and Hayden Purcell. So happy birthday to you all. And Izzy, you want to tell us about our super cool conservation club that 5th grade is having?
Yes. So on Thursday, yesterday, 5th grade did conservation, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we learned about mammals.
Yes, and we learned about different types of mammals, and that's just something that you all can look, if you guys aren't in 5th grade, you all can look forward to in 5th grade, and I mean, it's really fun. And so there's also a conservation summer camp, so that's also something to look forward to.
Yeah, we got to learn about how the mammals, what makes mammals, and so you can definitely look forward to that in 5th grade and the summer camp coming up this summer.
Yeah.
This is Amalia back with Sports Talk today, and today we're going to be interviewing someone and talking about the 3 games this weekend. And the first game is UK plays Vanderbilt, and the second game is U of L plays Virginia, and the third game is Shelby County plays Collins. I think UK is gonna beat Vanderbilt, and Virginia is gonna beat U of L. And today,
What about Shelby County College?
I think Shelby County is gonna beat Collins. So, and then we're gonna be interviewing Miss Simpson about golf. So, what sport did you play?
What sport did I play? I've played all kinds of sports. I've done swimming, basketball, soccer, softball, golf, volleyball, and then I've played on actual teams for those. I actually played flag football in college, which was a lot of fun. And then so I've done those with actual teams, but I've played pretty much any sport you can play.
What sports have you coached?
What sports have I coached? I've coached soccer, swimming, golf, basketball. What else have I coached? I've coached something else too. I don't know. I can't think. I've coached a lot of stuff. Oh, softball. I've coached softball.
And what is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport to watch is football. And this is going to shock some people, my favorite sport to actually play is volleyball. But if I'm playing with a team, but if I'm playing by myself, then I'd really like to play golf, because golf is very challenging. I've played golf for 40 years, and it is a struggle every time you go out to the golf course, and so I'm always learning something new or trying to fix something that I have a problem with.
Okay.
Go Cats!
And back to the
We're talking about our Shark Tank project in 5th grade, but before that, do you want to talk about
Veterans Day?
Yeah.
So today is Veterans Day, and there will be assembly. The Right Singers are gonna sing, and it'll be just great. And if you guys know any veterans, just make sure that either you can let them know, like rather it's family or family, and then it's like family friends. So just make sure that you get that out there, saying that you know that you're thinking of them on Veterans Day.
Now I'll talk about our Shark Tank project that 5th grade is having. And if you're not in 5th grade, this will be great to think about for when you go to 5th grade. So for one example is I'm doing a little sensory activity, and it has a bunch of just different sensory things. So like there's like rubber bands put with like like gooey like things, and it's just really fun, and you can play with all different types of it. And you do have to have a paper that explains like what it is, your capital resources, natural resources, and if you don't know what those are, you will learn what they are in Miss Simpson's social studies class. And so this is just one example. I mean, 5th graders, don't do this example because it's mine. But that is just one thing that could be a like example of what you actually do for the project.
Yeah.
So
Hold on. I wanted to say something. So I'm also doing something that's sensory related. I know I'm doing a sensory board for babies and like people who are in nursing homes because they can't get up and stuff. So it's just something for them to do. And
yeah, that's really fun to just
it's
play
really
with
fun
things
just
and
to play with. And
so today Friday the 10th, it's going to be the high of 40 and a low of 20. So that is really cold. But it is pretty beautiful out here today. So so make sure you grab your coats. And this is our weather report for Friday the 10th. Our United Way program, and Izzy will be talking about the silver spoon. So make sure you really listen close on both of these. So the United Way program is something that goes to kids that have disabilities. And so pay 50 cents every day and you will dress up whatever the schedule is, and you should be getting a paper on that. But you can just dress up. If you pay 50 cents each day, you can dress up, and it's just super fun to dress up and help those kids that have disabilities, and that money will be going to that good cause for the kids that have disabilities. Now, Izzy will be talking about our silver spoon in the cafeteria, so listen really close on this.
So we have been talking about silver spoon for what, like 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
And so if you guys still don't know what it is and you guys are still confused, this is just a clarification. And so basically it's the whiteboard in the cafeteria near where you walk out when you get your lunch. It's on the other side of the room, and it is basically your teacher's faces with a little chef hat. And each day that you are very good, either you are not yelling across the table, not screaming at your friends, not like getting in fights, because I know that sometimes happens and we need to control our anger and stuff. So just as long as you guys are doing good things like being quiet, being courteous, being very respectful, and just like being the best that you can be. And so each time that you're very good, your teacher's face gets moved to a different column, and that'll add up till the end of the week. And you will be able to, however many times your teacher's face gets moved, and if you're in the last column by the end of the week, you get 5 extra minutes of recess.
Hello, it's me, Reese. We're going to be going over to Miss Kingsolver so we can ask her a couple questions about why she puts all of this art on the walls.
So, you want to know why I display so much art in our school?
Yes, and also why you put these specific pictures on the wall.
Okay, so one important reason that I display artwork in our building is because I want people to experience a wide variety of art and get to observe and think about art as much as possible, and because I think it's beautiful and interesting and it just makes our world a better place. I do put a lot of thought into what I display and how I put things together, because art communicates a message, and I want to help students and their families kind of think about what kind of message the art is communicating and what connections they can make among the art, how things are the same, how things are different, is there a common theme. And as we create art, we look for ways we can kind of add to that theme or create art that would fit into a particular display. And one of the things we need to learn about is museums and how you present things in museums or in other venues, other places in the world around you. And we talk about a curator of a museum and what a curator does. And so I'm sort of the curator of our school museum.
Okay, So, have like other people like explain like anything like if like they make if people think it makes sense like put things near this like say like why do you like if anybody said like why do you put this here like you put this here next to this because it like makes sense.
Well, one thing that we do is I have the kids come out and use their technology, their Chromebooks, and maybe photograph some of the displays and boards, and then reflect or write about their thinking, things they notice. But I also want people to look at all the statements and questions that are part of the display so that that'll really get their brains thinking. And I encourage students and families, I tweet about it and I put it on Remind, to talk about art outside of my classroom. So if kids can talk about the art they see in the building or in the world around them with somebody at home, then they can write me a quick note about it, bring it back to school and share their thinking, and then they can get Art Beyond the Art Room points. Which we have our Art Beyond the Art Room display board over here. It's a competition, and each class earns points based on any art that a person creates or experiences outside of my classroom. So it can be in another class at school, it can be at home, it can be at a friend's house, it could be in a restaurant, it could be driving down the street. So it's things they create or things they observe and notice. And so to get the points, they have to bring me something in writing. So either a picture or a quick sketch of something they saw or thought about, or a quick note that explains what they saw, where they saw it, or what they did. And then the classes that earn the most points earn things like pancake parties.
Well, I'm just gonna say I think this one is totally earn a pancake party because it's like all the way up to 60.
Well, and you know, in this class, there's one particular student who will bring 15 or 20 pieces of art at a time that he's created at home. So he's really helping his class earn lots of points. And sometimes I offer 5 to 10 points for special projects, like if there's a contest someone can enter, or if I encourage kids to answer a particular question or something like that.
Okay, I think that's all the time we have. So
Miss Kingsolver really did have some great things to say about our art. So I will be talking about our habits now, and Izzy will be talking about
Our Right News Crew applications.
So first of all, I'm going to be talking about habit 1, being proactive. So being proactive plays a big role in your life. You want to be extra aware of being proactive because if you have a test coming up and you don't study for that test, then you're totally going to flunk that test. So you need to study for those things like that, or tests or anything. And that's only one example. There's many more. Another example would be if you know it's raining outside, you're not going to go out there in like summertime clothes because you're going to be freezing and wet. You're going to need a raincoat and umbrella and rain boots, and that's just another way of being proactive, doing something before it actually happens and being prepared. Now, Izzy, you want to talk about our West News Crew coming to an end?
Yes.
I mean, Right News Crew.
Right. So our Right News Crew, we only have one more week that me and her will be filming
This week and next
this
week.
week and next week. And if you guys do want to sign up, they are due next Wednesday, so make sure that you guys turn them in. That is November 15th, and we're gonna be picking the ones who are very just
The best.
and that they know that are just gonna be very good and that
Good
are
with
gonna
the
be
camera.
yeah.
Very
And
serious.
so turn those in
But still
to
fun.
yeah. And so turn those into Mr. Jensen. He's in the 5th grade hallway. So yeah.
Now, I do have to say, I'm so sad that this is one of our last weeks. We only have one more week. But for today, time is coming to an end. But make sure you do have a great week.
And a classy week.
Jet families. Bye.